Brad Simmons is on phone, and we have four people in the audience. We'll do the item number 2 will be the invocation with Alicia and the Pledge of Allegiance with Sean.
Dear Heavenly Father, I just want to thank you for this day. One of us here, Lord. I just ask that you watch over us and guide us as we make the best decisions for our community. Give you all the praise and the glory. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sean, I was going to let Brad do it since you were late to the meeting.
4 minutes. Thanks for asking on stage.
Actually, we're only late 2 minutes because we started late.
Okay, well, 2 minutes.
Okay. Any additions, deletions, or corrections to the agenda? Seeing none. Item 4, discuss and approve the following meeting minutes, September the 2nd, 2025.
I make a motion to approve.
Motion by Sean, seconded by Alicia.
I have a change for that.
Okay, what you got?
Item 7. Mr. Brooksland does not live at 529 Avenue O. I do.
Oh,
It's
I didn't see that.
transposed the numbers or
Okay,
something.
yeah,
and
I
it's
think so.
259.
I will
Thank
have
you.
her update that and we'll be good.
Okay, with the, so I'm gonna assume your motion
Because it's
stands,
his
your
address.
second stands with the addition, with the,
Correction.
yeah, with
With
the
the
correction. Okay, any other discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 5, first reading of ordinance 362 regarding updating water rates.
Ordinance number 362, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Moorhaven, Florida, amending ordinance number 322, Chapter 115, Article 4, Section 9, Water of the City Code of Moorhaven, Florida, amending the commodity rate charge, amending the monthly base charge, a master meter charge, amending the equivalent residential connection rate and charge, providing a savings clause, repealing all ordinances in conflict herewith, authority to codify, providing an effective date, and for other purposes.
We contracted with Craig A. Smith to develop a new water rate. They have provided that report I forwarded to you.
Yes, you do.
Those rates are incorporated in here, so once this is advertised, we'll come back for discussion and changes. And like I said, I assume at that point in time, we'll have Craig A. Smith and also to go to their report. So this is just for
This just,
advertising purposes.
right,
That we will come back and discuss the changes in water rate.
okay.
Move to accept the reading of ordinance 362.
Motion by Marks, seconded by Sean to accept first reading of ordinance 362. Is there any discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6, report of officers, city manager.
Okay, like I said, our GIS citywide mapping project is still ongoing. It is closer to completion. We have had another meeting with the Granger Group talking about the marina project, and they're still formulating on plans on how they're going to move forward. The broadband BEAD challenge program, they have not still have not released the results. The process closed on August 4th, but they still have not released anything. Like I said, we have been contacted by the Comcast. They have a government service representative. Basically, we're trying to set up me when they talk about when they'll have their services in the air, both for commercial and residential. So hopefully we'll get something with them pretty soon to talk about what what they're
You
doing.
know what I'm trying to write.
Mhm.
I did have another item that's been dropped, so.
Yeah, we did meet yesterday with, the Granger Group to find out, because we hadn't heard from them in a while. They're working on it. They expressed an interest in the marina, and we told them when we see some more tangible progress, we'll start doing the work to do an RFP. And there's obviously components to that that could be part of the RFP, but neither Larry nor myself want to necessarily go out too far in front, because it doesn't really mean anything to do an RFP at this point. We'll be in the same situation as we were last go around. So,
Right.
but it was a good meeting. It's good to see they still are working on it. So, and they have their plans, and I don't think their plans have deviated too much.
No Thanksgiving yet?
Excuse me?
Gonna give them dates?
No. Well,
I did sit down with the county building official, and they're, one part of the parcel up there, they're gonna start, it's along First Avenue, that section, they're gonna start working with them to go ahead and get that permitted and get started on that part of the project.
I'm gonna do like a model.
Yeah, some models up there, now as a prototype, that kind of thing. So they have met with, like I said, the county building official, and will hopefully be moving forward on that fairly soon.
Yeah, they were talking about different options, and they like to do like the blend in, because he was asking about the boat ramp, the park, and the trail. And Ashley gave me the woman's, if you recall, she had come to a couple of meetings that does the trail, in charge of the trail. I'm like, well, you're literally a half a mile from the entrance to the trail, and they're like, no, really. So I pointed them in the right direction. Hopefully he took a look at that and they can figure it out from there. But on the other question too, on the grant that we're trying to do for the seawall,
Yes.
is that still pending, or do we have to resubmit?
We're resubmitting, I forget what the deadline is, but it closes soon, but Connie has prepared the grant request for the, through the Rural Infrastructure Fund to finish the extension of the seawall out to 500 feet in the thing. So that project, like I said, we have got the, I think as of last week, got the project in. So it's now under review by that, by the Department of Commerce. It's not, it's the same type of grant we got for the downtown development for the first part of it. It's an economic development grant that is tied to development jobs, those kind of things. So we did we were able to receive a couple of letters of commitments of some jobs that will be tied to the Granger project. So it should help give us additional points for that grant application. So, so we do have the grant, the period has closed, but we did get our grant application in.
Okay. Anybody? You done, Larry?
Yes.
Do anybody have anything for Larry?
Connie just reminded me, yes, we did submit the grant application.
Okay.
Oh, she must be watching.
Thank you, Miss Connie.
Good evening, Miss Connie.
I think she's watching our live.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have anything for Larry? Thank you, Larry. Mr. Ramoni?
I don't have anything additional.
Does anybody have anything for Steve? Okay, Miss Wills?
I don't have anything.
Does anybody have anything for Ashley? Craig A. Smith is not here. CAS is not here.
Brad?
You got anything?
Just business as usual. I did get a quote to clean out around the south pump and the stuff we can't reach around that fence and run with our backhoe. I contacted a guy with a long stick. It's $400 for mobilization and $35 an hour. He's probably got about 5 hours worth of work down there to clean. Clean up cut some of them pepper trees down that are on the opposite side. Around the pump head, it actually needs to be cleaned out. There's some stuff that's floated down there and sunk. So I'm gonna go ahead and move forward with that because that's something that needs to be done. Other than that, that's about all I have besides Bell's truck. I did get a quote on a truck, a small squirt boom bucket, but I sent that to Larry. So we budgeted for one, and we've got to have one. The one he got just, I'm not beating a dead horse, and we got to have another one. I've already sent that quote. That's was under budget, so that's actually a good deal. Other than that, that's all I have.
Okay, does anybody have anything for Brad?
Brad, I meant to text you today, and I'm sorry for bringing it up over here, but they started soccer practice, and will you make sure the bathrooms are unlocked every day? They weren't unlocked yesterday, and I'm probably because we didn't know that they were starting practice, but like I said, I meant to text you today, and I completely forgot, so while I have you on the phone, will you just double check on that?
They cleaned them, and they're supposed to have their own key to the bathrooms and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
We can see whoever's
Hey.
in charge of that if they're missing keys or.
Brad, we need to sit
So I'll-
down.
I didn't remember that we did that.
We need to sit down with them, you and Ashley or you and Larry, and let's draw up an idea, get a little bit better control over what we had last year, that getting phone calls on Sunday that we lost our keys or the power's off. There needs to be some kind of a plan there to prevent that.
Written plan.
A
Yeah,
written
they're supposed
plan,
to have a set
something.
of keys.
And we need to discuss if they lose them keys, there's a financial burden there. There's somebody, they need to put some money down, or we're not gonna keep buying keys.
And I did have one more thing while we're kind of on the subject of ballparks and stuff. The park there at City Hall, I've had to send PJ up there a few times here recently of bolts coming out, rusted things. And we designed some replacement walkways and steps or look at maybe replacing the whole thing. So something in the future to think about.
Okay. Brad, you're breaking up pretty bad, but I think we got the gist of what you need.
Okay.
Okay. Does anybody else got anything for Brad? All right. Thank you, Brad.
Hmm.
Okay. Item 7, approval of bills in the amount of $60,939.80.
Month to pay the bills.
Motion by Mark to pay the bills, seconded by Bradley Smith. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Okay.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8, citizen comments, general concerns. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes. Would anybody like to speak? Going once? Going twice? All right.
Hi,
Hi.
my name is Carolyn Aguilar. I live on 701 Fifth Street and Avenue.
Yeah.
My parents are wondering if y'all would allow if we would pay the water bill, electricity bill in payments because for some reason, we don't know on our end. We checked for leaks. City doesn't know on their end. They said that we use 79,700 gallons of water when it's only me and my kids that live in that house. We're never home. So we were wondering if you guys would allow us to pay it in payments, because right now I'm not in the financial position to pay over $1,000 in a bill.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad is in a sterile with my mom. So I can't have the water cut off and electricity cut off at my house.
Right.
When I'm never home. I work all the way in Fort Myers
Right.
and my kids are always at school.
Has it, Brad, you still on?
We've sent it out on rechecks.
Yeah.
We sent Ian over there. She actually was there when Ian went. I
Mhm.
think Ian explained to her, it went through the meter. It's something on their side. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's going through the meter. So it's something on their side. It could be under the house, in the yard. And
In the little butterfly thing, it's not spinning. My dad took a picture today at 10:30 in the morning that it was at 103,550. When I got there at 2 o'clock, it was the same exact.
yeah, that's it seems to be that whatever your issue was, it's probably stopped because it is kind of in line of your normal usage now when we looked at it
Yeah.
today. So it could have been a toilet stuck, which will run it up like that. We've seen huge bills over toilet sticking.
Yeah, and with all this, like, I'm never home, my kids are never home, and I'm not in a financial spot
Right.
to pay that right now.
If y'all give me permission, I can do it like
So,
we've done with others in the
I'm
past.
good with you
Yes, me
Yeah,
too.
please do
to
that.
work on it. Help the young lady out. Get me a motion for that, dude. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Sean, seconded by Brad Smith to, allow Ashley to work with Miss Terrellis to, come up with a payment plan.
Thank you.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good evening,
Good evening.
City Council. I want to thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight.
Hold on just a moment. Can I get your name and
My
address?
name is Yolanda.
Okay.
My name is Yolanda Scott. I am pastor. I'm the pastor of New Life Ministry at 628 Avenue A, Moorhaven, Florida. I would like to give each of you a package on tonight that I prepared. That's okay. Let's see, so you can pass it around. On tonight, I'm going to beg of the city to allow New Life for Christ Academy. I am also the founder of New Life Academy, a Christian academy that changes communities. I'm here to beg and ask the city to allow New Life for Christ Academy to operate at our church property under the same pre-existing zoning that the church has used for over 23 years. We want to open a private and faith-based school on the church grounds to serve the children of Moorhaven. And our mission is to serve majority disabled children. We believe that this request is consistent with the recent state action. There was a legislation passed, and those are the papers that I gave you. You can look at page 1. There was a legislation passed this last year called the HB 1285. You can look at the top of it there. And if you will turn to page 2, I've highlighted it for each of you. And on that page, it reads at the top, it says, provides this new bill passed, provides that a private school may use or purchase certain facilities under the facilities pre-existing zoning and land use designations, and without having to implement any mitigation requirements or conditions subject to specified limitations. If you would just stay there with me. We believe, why does this matter? Why are we asking you to help us do this? There are 900 children registered in public school in this particular county at large. In Moorhaven at large. The county is over 1,000. There are only 50 children that are registered in a private school in this county. Many families in our area struggle to access specialized services. With New Life Academy, our primary focus would be children with disabilities. We will bring licensed therapists, specialists, speech language pathologists, occupational therapists, physical therapists, behavior specialists, and special education teachers right here to this county and help and be consistent and coordinate services, and they won't have to continue to do the long travel and long wait lists that they have been experiencing. So I know I got 3 minutes, so I'm gonna answer. Please, or can I read another line?
Go ahead.
Don't read it, okay. By offering on-site therapists, individualized instruction and wraparound family support, we will help students reach grade level goals, also increase their independence, and give families a reason to stay or even move to our city. We come to build this city. 5 years ago, when we bought the land here in Moorhaven, our assignment is to build. My husband, I'm a native of Clueston. I'm born and raised. I left for 27 years and then I came back. I've been doing ministry. My husband is a native from here, Edward Demetrius Scott. We came back here to make a change. We have churches in 4 other states, and this is what we do. We change communities. Many in the community know we have fed hundreds. We pay bills.
Ma'am, excuse me, excuse me a minute. I'm gonna waive the 3-minute rule because there ain't a lot of people here. slow down a little bit and you'll be okay. All right.
We have made some major changes already over the 5 years we've been here. I don't know if you've heard about us, and I promise you'll see me more even at this meeting, these meetings. I do apologize. I was traveling a lot the last couple of months. We have became residents of it. We have moved here, left everything to come here to build this city. We're putting it to make sure that this is done. Our goal is to do it at the church, but but we will buy land off of 27. That's what we normally do. We go to a state, we find land. For right now, we're going to use the church. The fire department has approved us as of this day. We put almost $18,000 worth of work in there. You can call the city tomorrow. Herb approved me at 12:30 today. The health department is in the middle of approving me. Just got to dig up the side of the septic tank, the issue, and get it crushed or something, but I'm in the middle of doing all of that. All of the logistics are being done. And I promise you, I'm going to bring jobs to this community, to this city. I promise you, I'm reputable. I'm reputable. You can search me out, me and my husband. We will make a change in this community. We promise you, and we will help you build this community. Thank you for allowing me the moment to speak.
So starting out, you're gonna be in the church though?
We will be inside of the
And
church.
you will still be doing church
We will-
services there?
Yes, ma'am. We will still be doing, it is still a church.
Okay, so you were the one that came in here the other day,
Yes,
correct? So as long as it's still staying a church,
Yes, ma'am.
to my understanding, the zoning wouldn't be an issue. Because you would still be in zone in a church. You would
Yes.
be able to do the school in the church.
Okay.
If you were trying to take away the church and just make it a school, that would be your zoning problem.
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But
We will
that,
still
to
be
my
church.
understanding, that's.
Well, even with the school, if you're having church for the kids,
Mhm.
you know, so that would still go
Yeah.
under.
But if she was taking away the church,
Right, right.
it
right.
would
just
resort
have
back
it
to
daycare
residential because of where it's
or-
at.
or school or whatever.
But she would be able to run the school in the
Yeah,
church.
occupational
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, you'd have to do an occupational license for the school
Yes,
and
ma'am.
any
Do an
requirements, license, all of that
Licensing,
stuff.
Fire department
Already done.
inspection,
We would need copies
Yes,
of all of that.
whoever
Yes,
does the school licensing.
All of that stuff. Yes, sir.
Good, so you're good.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate the opportunity
Yes,
to
ma'am.
speak with you today.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Anybody else?
Anybody else? Joe, you want to say something?
I do, but I don't know if I should say it now.
Go ahead on, Joe.
No, I got vacation time.
All right, hold on. Okay, you're right. Go to Larry with that one. Sorry, Joe, got your hopes up.
It's a bigger issue.
Huh?
Our,
Go ahead.
our personnel rules and regulations says that on vacation time, there's a 240-hour cap.
Mm-hmm.
And so by the end of September 30th, you have to be down to that 240-hour cap or you lose it.
Right.
There are some circumstances where people haven't been able to, they feel they haven't been able to take vacation, whatever. So I think that what he's referring to is that he's going to hit the cap and like I said, so,
That's administrative between you and him.
but it's also bigger than it, you're going to have to waive
Oh.
that provision in the.
If there's a need to change the personnel policy,
Yeah.
that's something we can look at your recommendation. But as far as his particular issue, should start with you and then we can go.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, Clint one time.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to lose.
It don't happen in Clinton no more. He takes off his Wednesdays.
Okay. Joe, get with Larry. Larry will work on it.
All right.
Colleen, you the only one in here that hasn't spoke. You want to say something?
Probably should remain quiet.
Okay. Item number 9, mayor and council to give reports. Mrs. Krosky, would you like to start?
I don't have anything tonight.
Okay, there we go. Mrs. Beck, would you like to say anything? Okay. Mr. Decker, would you like to speak?
Good.
Ms. Krosky, are you sure?
You're gonna make her have something.
Miss Beck, I'm sure you're good. Mr. Smith?
Larry, were you able to get a hold of Comcast about that line that's
I
down?
did email today, trying to get I emailed their government representative, trying to get the numbers of the crews to come out.
Okay, sounds good, thank you.
So it's a tough job getting a hold of.
Yes, they are.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Until I got ready to cut down that 100-foot pole, then they quit calling us about that.
Water line.
Yeah. Okay, last week I met with Paul Carlisle about the sewer plant. And, as you all know, Al's fixing to retire, so we're kind of in a somewhat of a pickle with an operator. Paul's got some ideas. We've spoke, Larry and I and Steve and I have spoke. One of the ideas we have is going to US Water, which is a contractor. It's going to be a little expensive, but at this time, there is, I mean, it's kind of there is no other option. Monday, we have the CCPWA meeting. We need to be there and listen to what they present to us.
Is it a contract that we have to, how long is the contract? with them?
There's no contract at this
Okay.
time. All we're doing is exploring our options. Larry has another option that I'd like to just, for right now, let's don't bring up, till we get it
Talk about it Monday.
totally worked out. But, just so keep in mind that US Water is one of the companies, I think Paul said that, what's his name? The engineer, Greg, has another company that he's looking at. So there is some other options. So I'm just letting y'all know that there's probably going to be a change whether, we like it or not.
So they're
So,
a little expensive. Is that what it is? A little
let me
Well,
take the little out of the
there's a
equation.
lot of parts to it.
Yes.
So obviously the more parts, the more expensive.
Yeah. But you got to remember, we haven't had a rate increase in over 20 years. And that plant has been neglected and patched and bubble gummed and whatever else. And you can't do that with the stuff. And sooner or later, yeah, you're saving your residents money, and I'm all for saving residents money. But at the same time, yes, you're going to pay the piper. And I think it's about time we're going to pay the piper. So we got a pretty nice sized grant next year for an additional plant. But expansion, thank you. But what we got has to last. And then it's one of them deals where I go to bed at night and wonder if I'm gonna get a phone call in the middle of the night saying, hey, we've gone as far as we can go. So,
We do have a meeting scheduled on Thursday morning out there with another firm,
yes, sir.
and you're gonna look at paying it probably, I would anticipate to be a lot lesser amount than what.
Yeah.
And I also
Yeah.
talked to another one today that's working on, submitting a proposal, so.
That's good news.
Right.
Yeah.
The problem is, I did not know this. Brad Simmons actually told me this day. You've got to have 3,500 hours before you can even take the test. That's
Yeah,
a
well,
lot.
it's 35, but it's a lot of, you even think.
Yeah,
What?
it's right. It was 2 or 3 years, didn't we figure, Brad?
Yeah, about 2.
Yeah, before you can even
Go
take the
plant.
test, and the test ain't the easiest test. So Larry could probably pass it, but Clay couldn't. So with that, Colleen, Larry, I've noticed on weekends, there's contractors coming in here and working. I'm just about betting they're not pulling permits. I know of a roof that got put on this weekend that I would just about bet there's not a permit. Can we please, if you have to work, I don't care if you take a Wednesday off with Joe or Clint or however you want to do it, but a Saturday every now and then, Colleen, ain't gonna hurt us. Please, because they're popping up everywhere. Okay? And unless anybody has anything for me, I'm done. Sean, you got anything?
Mhm.
What you got?
Nothing.
Alicia?
Motion to adjourn.
I second.
Motion by, wait a minute, item 10, we don't
We're
have.
waiting on you.
Item number, motion by Alicia, seconded by Sean to adjourn. Is there any question? All in favor?